Hey there, Greg Dixon here, author, business coach, and founder, Open My Business Academy. Today I want to talk to you about a business coach's agenda. And specifically, I want to talk to you about my business coaching agenda. Yes, I'm doing the infamous and low-tech hold up the sign. Anyways, I want to share with you the fact that I want to share with you my business coaching agenda, because I think if you're looking for a business coach, you need to know what your coach's agenda is, because every coach has one or should have one, at least in my opinion. So I'm going to share with you 6 ideas, 6 concepts, and things that I use to measure the success of our relationship, whether or not things are moving forward. The first one is what I call the 95-5 rule. I want to work with you to help you identify the 5% that creates the 95% of your results. Now, you've probably heard of the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule, that 80% of our results come from 20% of our efforts, 80% of your sales comes from 20% of your customers, and that is true. And the reality is that it's moved. I think the needle has moved, especially when it comes to a service-based business. Because in a service-based business, you are the product and the service delivery vehicle. And the product actually is more than just you. The product is the experience that you're creating with and for your customers. And so to the degree that you're able to truly know what it is, what the 5% is that you do that makes 95% of the difference for your clients, to the degree that you know that, the more you're going to succeed, the easier it's going to be, and ultimately the more efficient you can be in business, and the easier life is going to be just in general. And so my goal and objective is to make sure that we are identifying the 5% that really makes you you, that really helps you move the needle in your life and in your business. The second thing that I look for and measure is, are you becoming not you? What do I mean by this? Well, I guess the question is, so in order to start and open a business, to get to the point of opening the business, there's a certain growth and development that we need to go through in order to actually get the business open. Whatever you might think, you might be very experienced in business, you might think that you know a lot about what needs to happen in order for you to open the business, but I know from coaching hundreds of people that it's always significantly different than what we think. It's not that you don't know what you know, it's that there's so much more to be discovered and uncovered on the path to opening the business, on the path to having a business that not only serves your customers, but also serves you. So my questions are going to be, what are you willing to give up? What part of you are you willing to leave behind? And in order to become the future you that operates the type of business you want and lives the type of lifestyle you want, what are you willing to become? What are you willing to do to get what you want? Number 3, I want to make sure that I help you to cultivate what I call a magnificent obsession. And, so what is a magnificent obsession? Well, we tend to think that the word obsession to be negative, but I think when it comes to business, having a magnificent obsession is having a compelling vision, having a desire and a drive to make sure that what your message gets out there, to make sure that your skills and experience, that you're able to share that and make the world a better place. That, I think, is a magnificent obsession. And so one of the things I want to do is make sure that we don't forget about what I call the lost art of pondering. We need to remember to think. We need to remember to spend time contemplating and pondering what it is that we're working on and the actions we're taking, and whether or not they're actually going to move us forward, whether or not the actions we're thinking and taking are actually going to be something that benefits our customers, that improves their lives, improves our lives, improves our business, and really helps move the needle forward. So the other thing I want to draw your attention to is intention precedes attention. Before we make a decision, we have to set our intent. Before we put our attention to something, we need to get clear about what our intention is. And so if you're really clear about what your magnificent obsession is, what it is that you want to bring to the world and share with the world in terms of your own experience, skills, expertise, and distinctions in the way that you see things and the opportunities that you see, get clear about your intention. Because the clearer we are about our intention, so goes our attention. Because if I have the intention to make a profit, or I have the intention to make a difference, it's significantly different. You can still make a profit while you're making a difference, but the intention starts from a different place. The intention of making a difference telegraphs a different energy than the intention to make a profit. I'm not saying profit is a bad thing. You need profit to be able to sustain your message, to be able to continue to grow and develop your business, and to continue to serve your customers. You absolutely must have profit. What I'm talking about is the fact that where you're starting from, if your intention is just to make a profit, that's the old capitalist agenda. In the humanitarian entrepreneurial agenda that's rising up in the world and in this community, it's going to be all about your intention. Are you focused on how you're going to be making a difference or how you're going to be making a profit? I think it makes a world of difference. The other thing is I have a formula for confidence. My goal with my clients in opening a business is to help them open a business with confidence, customers, and cash flow. Ultimately, that I call that success in opening a business. And how do you know that you have confidence? Well, there's a little formula. I have a little acrostic, COME, capacity, opportunity, motivation, and environment. We need to increase our capacity. We need to know that beyond a shadow of a doubt that we're becoming more, that we have the capacity to be able to serve, the capacity to meet the expectations of the market, to endure through the market, through the changes in the marketplace. We need to have that capacity. We need to be aware of the opportunities and be willing to create opportunities for others and create opportunities for ourselves, and recognize that we have an opportunity to make a difference, an opportunity to step forward. And at a time when the world's going through great massive changes, there's always an opportunity. The greater the change, the greater the opportunity. Motivation. What's my motivation? Motivation is an inside out thing. No one can motivate me. I motivate me. And so in order to be motivated, I need to be a motivator. I need to be motivating myself. In order to feel motivated, I need to be inspired. In order to be inspiring, I need to be inspired. And so in the same way, in order to be motivating people, I need to be motivated myself. And so what is it? Why am I getting up every morning? What is it that's driving me? What's my motivation? What's my drive? How is it that what I'm going to do is going to make a difference in people's lives? And lastly, the environment. What is my environment? Do I have an environment that is positive, that is supporting me and helping me move forward in my life in a way that makes sense to me? Who are the people in my life? Is my office comfortable? What is the business environment? Who are the people in my life? Other business people, other entrepreneurs, coaches, mentors. What are the books I'm reading? You can change your environment by reading a good book. You can change your environment by moving and shifting your office around. There's lots of things you can do to change your environment, and your environment will have a direct impact on your personal energy and what you bring each and every day to the business. I believe competence comes in 3 flavors: information, knowledge, and a plan. If you don't have a plan, I'd suggest you don't have enough knowledge. If you don't have enough knowledge, it means you haven't gained enough information. Competence and congruency. Congruency is that knowledge, that knowingness, that certainty that you project, that confidence that you project that really helps you move forward. So competence comes from information. Do you have the right information? What do you need to learn? What do you need? What knowledge do you need? What is it that's missing? And what is your plan? If you don't have a plan, well, any road will get you there, maybe, or maybe you're going to end up in some totally different place. It comes back to the other thing I was talking about earlier is intention. What's your intention? Do you intend to have a plan? Do you intend to follow a plan? Do you intend to be specific and hold yourself accountable to your plan? And then lastly, one of my key measures is clarity. Do you have clarity? As a result of our coaching relationship, do you feel that you have more clarity about yourself and your business? I mean, clarity is one of those things that when you have it, you know it. And when you don't, you know it. Clarity is like an accelerant. It speeds things along. And with clarity, you're able to recognize opportunities. You're able to recognize distractions. You're able to, with that clarity, you know that you're ready to move and you know what actions you need to take because clarity helps us build a plan. So those are my 6 measures of what I look for in a business coaching relationship. That's my coaching agenda. I've been upfront with you about it. I hope that you find it valuable. And if there's something you'd like to learn more about business coaching or perhaps working with me, feel free to call me toll free at 866-281-8281 or email me greg@gregdixon.ca. I'd love to work with you and talk with you. I offer a free 30-minute consultation so you can get a taste, an idea of what it's like to work with me one-on-one. If you think that's appropriate, I'd be happy to do that. And remember to live fully, speak from the heart, and live with passion. See you soon.